Jeff Reardon comes in to pitch for Minnesota. Our producer, Kurt Gowdy Jr., director Craig Janoff, pregame producer Peter Lasser, technical director Mike Glazo, Robbie Cowan, and Earl Fryman. Our associate directors, Bruce Clark, Michael Cohn, Nancy Stern. Assistants to the producer, Tony Versley, Coach Coltrane. Our technical managers, Arthur Badagian, Ed Delaney. Our unit managers, Steve Hurt, our Mr. Univac, as the gift calls him, downstairs, and Alan Hurt and Alan Roth up here in the booth as always. Thank you, folks. And we go to the ninth inning. Ford takes up 5-1, 1-0. Jeff Reardon, the Terminator, and the man who made a big, big difference for the Twins in '87.
Relief pitcher in major leagues over the last 6 years with over 20 saves. Gossage did it for the last 5 years. This year, only 12. A very impressive pitcher. I mean, it does not seem to get disturbed. I think you brought up a great point. The way they lost the fourth game of when Pat Sheridan hit the home run. Excuse me, the third game, home run, a 2-run home run to lose. Impassive, obviously hurt emotionally, but that's the characteristic of a relief pitcher. You give it up one day, you got to come back out there, and he did. He's done that all year after an horrendous start.
3-1 to Ford is hit in the air to right field, and Brunansky goes back at the base of the trash bag and makes the catch. One away. So the Cardinals with track power. And it's pretty much the nature of the ball club, especially with Clark on.
And it makes it so difficult for this ball club to come back. And that was really the remarkable thing, as we expressed last night, when they came back against the Giants, trailing 4-0 in Game 3 at Candlestick.
Okendo hits a fly ball to left field, and Dan Gladden makes the catch. 2 down, and the Twins know one thing. They will either come back and play a game here, or they will come back and have an uproarious celebration at the airport sometime next week. One or the other.
Most likely, if they do win in St. Louis, and of course that's only speculating, they will have it right here at the Metrodome as they did when they came back from Detroit, when over 50,000 people showed up, much to, I think, everybody's surprise.
I would think that their mentality going into St. Louis, if they win this game, is to win one at Busch Stadium. That was their mentality going into Detroit, and they ended up winning it there.
Tony Pena. Strike. Bases empty, and the count is 1-2. Two on Pena. Grounded to Herbeck. The Twins are halfway to the title. This story is not finished yet, but it is a very remarkable story and needs to be absorbed. This team was in last place with a week to go last year. Finished 6th, and they are in the World Series and leading 2 games to nothing. And let's go to Reggie. Reggie Jackson.
Tim Laudner, an outstanding ball game for you. Can you tell me anything about Bert Blyleven, how he pitched tonight?
Had a super fastball, good curveball, which means that you can't expect to sit on a curveball and hit the fastball. You can throw it right by you, and that's what he did today.
What are your thoughts now? You're up 2 games to nothing. You're going into St. Louis. You have 3 games over there. What are your thoughts going into that town?
Well, they said all along that we couldn't play on the road. We proved that we could in Detroit. It's going to be a beehive down there, just like it was here for them. We're just going to go down there and do the best we can.
You guys pitch a team like St. Louis any differently since they don't have a lot of pop in their lineup? They don't have a lot of power. Do you go at them any differently?
Well, I tell you, Reg, we just try to have our pitchers do what they do best. Bert tonight with fastball, curveball. Frankie last night, fastball, changeup. Les is going to go down there on Tuesday night and throw fastball, changeup just like Frankie. And, we're going to do the best we can. We can't be worried about their speed or their hitters. We need to get the most out of our pitchers.
How do you explain a guy that hits 191, and I've played against you the last couple of years, you always seem to get a lot of big hits, a 2-run single and a home run there to put the ball game away. Tim, I can't believe you're a 191 hitter. You get too many base hits for it.
Well, I try not to dwell on any bats that I might have had previously, bad at bats. Just try to go up to the plate and do the best job I can. We got people in scoring position. I try to put the bat on the ball and do what I can to help the club.
You're making a believer out of me. The Minnesota Twins are making believers out of the rest of the nation. Let's go back to Al Michaels.
All right, Reggie. Carl Pohlad and his Twins on top, and we'll be back in a moment. We invite you to stay tuned for your local news and then the ABC News Weekend Report with Barry Serafin in Washington on most of these ABC stations. Time now for the Budweiser play of the game. It came with Laudner batting, 3-0 Twins, 5th inning. And with the bases loaded, this base hit to left field scored Gary Gaetti to make it 4-0. Randy Bush rounded 3rd. Vince Coleman's throw to the plate. And Bush able to slide in safely to make it 5-0 and route to an 8-4 Minnesota win in Game 2. 4th inning as the Twins scored 6. Bush getting home plate with his left hand going by. Blyleven picks up the win, and Danny Cox takes the loss. Now this is Al Michaels for Jim Palmer and Tim McCarver saying so long from Minneapolis. The final score again in Game 2, the Twins 8 and the Cardinals 4. Game 2 of the 1987 World Series has been brought to you by the heartbeat of America, today's Chevrolet. By Budweiser, Beechwood Age for that clean, crisp taste. This Bud's for you. By New York Life, to help you get the most out of life. And by GE, we bring good things to life, from aircraft engines to appliances to plastics to financial services. Be with us tomorrow night. ABC's Monday Night Football features the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys at 9 Eastern Time. And we'll resume action in the World Series in St. Louis on Tuesday, Game 3. The scheduled pitchers, Les Straker and John Tudor, the Twins and the Cardinals, and it begins at 8 Eastern Time. This has been a presentation of ABC Sports, recognized around the world as the leader in sports television.